Hi guys, welcome to Studio Mentors. My name is Ketan, and today I'm going to talk something really important as far as the mocks are concerned. Now, why this video? Because we're in the month of May, and we have round about May is about to start in a couple of days, and we've got round about 7 to 8 months as far as your CAT is concerned. And there has always been a lot of stress given on कि you should be studying giving mocks right now. तो मैंने देखा है बच्चा लोग बहुत ज़्यादा मॉक के पीछे होते हैं, like mock दो and all the stuff. Now I want to give you guys my thought process, and I am telling you this confidently because this thought process or this strategy or this way of approaching towards your mock has worked phenomenally well for all of my students. If you look at my topper, my CAT topper 99.95. Pranshu, right? He did not give X number of amount. Or if you talk about Pratyush, who's got 98 percentile in ZAT, he did not write more than 2 mocks for ZAT and still he made it 98 percentile. So as here I'm going to talk to you about what needs to be done as far as mocks is concerned, because I know there has been, अगर हम देखेंगे ना तो एक approach mocks का ऐसा है कि people feel like it's a magic street. मॉक दो स्कोर बढ़ेगा, कुछ लोग बोलते हैं कि बस देते जाओ स्कोर बढ़ते जाएगा. And because of which what happens as a student मैंने देखा है बहुत बार that you keep on giving mock, and when you are in the month of September, which is like do or die month for CAT, you finally give up on your CAT. I'm like, what, just leave this, I will not be able to get a score in CAT, because we always believe that जितना mock में score आएगा उतना CAT में score आएगा. That's the biggest bullshit that people can tell you, and trust me, I'm not a big fan of this kind of theory, because my approach is more practical, more logical, and not following traditional जो 100-150 साल से चलते आ रही है. And you know what, even if you think logically guys, you all are smart, you know that, थोड़ा दिमाग लगा के भी अगर हम सोचते हैं ना, सिंपल सी बात है, जो पुरानी स्ट्रैटेजीज थी या फिर जो पुराने फंडामेंटल्स हम बात करते थे कि भाई मॉक देते जाओ स्कोर बढ़ेगा, they are not working now. Why they are not working now? See, because the structure of exams, you talk about any other exam like CAT, ZAT, MAT, पूरा आप पोर्टफोलियो के बारे में बात करो, the structure of every exam has now changed. Number one, the fundamentals have not changed. The dynamics of these exams have changed. The level of difficulty of these exams have now been changed. And also, when you talk about competition, it is also now been changed. Fine. And that is the reason you have to adapt yourself according to the trend. We cannot really rely on those strategies or those, kind of a process or, kind of steps which were good, let's say around about 5 to 7 years back. Fine. So पहली बात. So the point is that there are a lot of people, they say that अगर आपको CAT को चलना है, आप एक mock दे के देखो, आपको पता चलेगा आपका CAT अच्छा जाएगा कि नहीं जाएगा. I mean, this is something I really don't follow. I'm not a big fan of this theory. Why? Because यार थोड़ा बहुत logically बात करते हैं. पहली बात, the mock which you picked up, okay, now listen to me very carefully. The mock which you picked up, did you know about the level of difficulty of that mock? Answer is no. Fine. And number 2, which is my strategy, LOD benchmarking. How can you benchmark a particular mock with CAT ka level of difficulty? Because though people are going to there, making all the forecasting and all the speculation ki CAT aisa aega, waisa aega, we all don't know, to be very honest. Or second funda, galat. Number 3, it might be a good day for you and things clicked and you got a score. Maybe your tukkas worked out and you got a score. Or maybe it was a bad day for you, you had a bad mood. How can you say that? I wrote a mock 7 months before CAT exam, and I believe that I am a proper product, or I can tame CAT. This is something unrealistic, to be very honest. Now there are so many I would say there are so many things involved in this. When you wrote a mock or when you are about to write a mock, okay, do you even know the strategies? What? Reading comprehension को ऐसे tackle करते हैं. Fine. Paras number को ऐसे tackle करते हैं. Para completion को ऐसे tackle करते हैं. Quants में कौन सा सबसे ज़्यादा section आता है? Maybe geometry is your forte, and geometry had only 5 questions in there. Right? But if you look at the major chunk is algebra and arithmetic, you need some time to prepare for it. So where can you go for an aptitude? Maybe you are an IIT, or maybe you're from BITS, or maybe you're from NIT, and you have been writing so many aptitude tests. Because of which you have that kind of a good hold on aptitude. Now somebody like you can say that what, I think मैं कर लूँगा. If you're from that league, or if you're from some maybe you're from a league wherein maybe you're a BCom guy and आपने बहुत सारा पढ़ाई किया है, maybe you prepared for other entrance exam which had verbal, which had all these things, then you can say that कि हाँ, maybe if I write a mock, one mock, then I might be in a position to understand whether I'll be doing fairly well in CAT or not. But again, that is not 100% because you cannot put that even at a confidence level of 95%, which is the bare minimum that we look at, right, according to the theory. So again, this is something, this argument is also now failing, right? So understand this, you cannot really judge yourself just by writing one mock. Now then there comes the another myth. I call it as myth because this is now, people kind of tell you all the time that you keep on writing mock 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and you will be able to get score. See, trust me, this never ever happens. And the underlying assumption or the underlying, I would say the argument is that you write mocks. Writing mock is absolutely fine, but do you improve by every mock? Did you do the analysis? Do you know your strategies? Do you know your strength? Do you know your weaknesses? Do you know CAT very well? Have you been able to understand the exam very well? This is what happens with a lot of students. They do not try to even understand the exam. Trust me, they don't even try to understand the exam and they just feel that, mock diya, kaam ho gaya. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that because you cannot say that, by writing a couple of mocks. I mean, it goes two-way round. I mean, if you're somebody from a top league kind of colleges, being used to writing a lot of mocks, then yes, this theory might hold true for you. But I'm talking about the average bacha log, or I'm talking about the, below average bacha log, because ye jo bacche hai, they give one mock and the score is bizarre, like 30% and 40%, and then people feel that what, CAT to mere liye hai hi nahi. Aur ye hota hai, and you cannot say that CAT is not for you. Trust me, CAT is for everyone out there. Depends. बाद में वो होगा ABC चलना है या दालमिया चलना है या केजेस मैथ चलना है या IMI चलना है, बिकॉज CAT हर एक कॉलेज लेता है, राइट? तो ये थोड़ी आर्ग्यूमेंट अलग सी है, फाइन. देन देयर इज अ थर्ड थिंग, जंप ऑन मॉक्स. You give 2-3 chapter, you're done with 2-3 chapter, jump on mocks. See, what is mock? थोड़ा ठंडे दिमाग से सोचना. Mock is replica. Mock is a mirror. आईना, right? जितना पढ़ाई किया उतना तुमको mock में दिखेगा. Now, couple of things that you have learned by yourself, you'll be able to knock them off. Hold on, not really. कभी भी ऐसा भी होता है कि भाई एक चैप्टर मैंने पिछले 2 महीने से किया, पर जब भी मॉक में इसका क्वेश्चन करता हूं कभी भी एक्यूरेसी 100% नहीं आती है. Why? उसका मैं डिफरेंट वीडियो बना दूंगा आपके लिए, डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. नाउ कमिंग बैक टू द सेम थिंग, सो यू हैव सम सर्टेन थिंग्स व्हिच आर प्लेइंग स्ट्रेटेजिकली एंड देयर आर सम सर्टेन थिंग्स व्हिच आर इंट्यूटिव. लेट्स टॉक अबाउट वर्बल और VARC. Let's just say that you are a BCom guy and you know economics very well. And let's say if you see reading comprehension based on the the recession or economic flaws or something to do with the FDI, something like that, then you will be in a good position to kind of do that because this is something you know. You're getting my point. That's very much natural for you. I mean, it is like 2 into 2 is equal to 4, something like that for you. But trust me, somebody who is coming from engineering background or somebody who is coming from science background, वो बच्चा तो उसको हाथ ही नहीं लगाएगा, उसको तो आता ही नहीं है. But when you learn strategies that how do you attempt reading comprehension even though the topic is not familiar, then you can say that you are very well prepared for your mock. So the first thing that you need to understand is that you have to focus a lot on your preparation. Trust me, now there are 2 things that I'm going to talk about. Number 1 towards the left is talent or intelligence, whatever you want to call it as, and number 2 strategic approach. Trust me, you might feel that, talent is important. I beg to differ over here because I believe strategy is quite important. Because though you are an Einstein or maybe you're like amazingly, having a great IQ as such, maybe you're an exception, but then understand this. You've got 34 questions in VARC, you've got 32 questions in DILR, and you've got 34 questions in Quants. Trust me, to be at that level wherein we're talking about 9.99, you need to do a proper time management. And how can you do a proper time management? When you know a strategy to approach a particular section, to choose a particular question. And again, when you choose this particular question, you also need to understand that you don't want to fall in a trap of negative marking. तब जाके तुम्हारा score बनेगा. You getting my point? See, this is the way I look at. Let's just say there is somebody who is a voracious reader, like pro in reading, like been reading a lot. On the other hand, there is a student who is tactical, like he knows all the strategies of answering, reading comprehension and all that. Trust me, both of them will do very well. Both of them will do very well. But who will be confident at the end of the day? Think about it. Who will be confident at the end of the day? My answer is the guy with strategy, because he knows loopholes. He knows what can go wrong on a DE day, and he has a solution for everything that goes wrong on a DE day. Somebody who is kind of believing on his intellectual, I mean, he cannot go doing everything. He has to somewhere change his plan, and plan is what? Strategy. Chamka. So what I want to suggest to you all is, to begin with, focus more on your preparation. In the month of May, in the month of June, you decide, you know what? Quants में arithmetic बहुत ज़्यादा आता है, तो arithmetic and geometry, ठीक है? So I'll do 5 chapters of geometry and I'll do 8 chapters of arithmetic. I'll target myself. Then you know this is what I need to do. Then you can talk about DILR. DILR में मुझे क्या क्या करना है? Then probably you can think about, you know what? I'm gonna be learning a lot about para completion, para jumble, takes, some strategies that how can I actually crack it. You can check my videos. Literally, tic-tac question, typing the answer. They don't have any as not of an option. Cat question, para jumble. I can guarantee you, with my strategies, you can crack para jumble in mere 50 to 55 seconds. I'm not kidding. Check out my videos. I've shown the real, actual cat questions we have cracked in less than 50 to 60 seconds. You can do that, definitely. So, this is what you need to understand, that you know what, I'm gonna write mock number 1 maybe at the end of the June month, but before I go for it, I would decide that, I will finish 40% or let's say 30% of quants. 30% of my DILR, or probably let's say 50% of verbal, right? Choose it, decide it according to your strength and weakness. So this is what I want to propose to you all, that this is what is required for you all to do. Just do not keep on writing mocks. What you can do is, on the other side, if you are finished with, let's say, one chapter, let's say percentages, or if you finish with, let's say, para jumble, right? You can give topic-wise mock. Topic-wise mock can help you a lot. It can boost your confidence. Now, number 1 is topic-wise mock. Then once you're done with it, right, probably you can move to sectional mock. CAT में क्या होता है? 3 section, right? You combine 3 sectional mocks. It is 1 CAT ka mock, full length mock. Get it? Now, this is what you need to do, right? Let's just say if you want to test the water, just want to check the water, right? How good you are. Do a little bit of geometry, do a little bit of algebra, do a little bit of arithmetic, and then give it a shot. Just take 1 sectional test. You will be able to understand where do you stand. But again, strategies are quite important. You name the exam. There is not even a single exam, guys, which can be cracked without strategy. The answer is 0. None. There is not even a single exam which can be cracked without strategy. Strategies are quite important. I will be making a lot of videos on strategies. I hope my message is clear. So do not try to write so many mocks and don't get demotivated. People get demotivated and they feel that I get called and people tell that, sir, I just got 30 percentile. And then there are people, they say that, I got first mock, I got 50 percentile. Then, I gave another mock, I got 60 percentile. Then I wrote another mock, I got 70 percentile. I've never understood this kind of theory. And I don't want to comment on this. But again, try to understand, read between the lines, try and understand what I'm trying to tell you. Because one mock, see, we are Indian students, right? हमको ये अच्छा लगता है कि भाई अगर if I'm writing a paper, if I'm writing a mock, at the end of the day, I want to see score on the scoreboard. जब मैं mock submit करूँ, I want to see a decent percentile, a decent score, I would say. You're getting my point? So this is what our mentality and this is our psychology. One mock you write, and if you're not performing well in that mock, you are getting demoted. It's bizarre. I'll give an example. If you're repeating this year, if you're giving CAT again, आप अपनी पुरानी प्रिपरेशन याद करो. 10 मॉक आपने दिया, 10 मॉक में से 9 मॉक्स में आपको 90 परसेंटाइल आया, एक मॉक में आपको 40 परसेंटाइल आया. ट्रस्ट मी, those 9 mocks will not give you more happiness, but that one mock wherein you got 40 percentile, that will always keep on poking you. That's the way we are. When we fail or defeat is something that will trouble us a lot. It will bother us a lot. Samjha what I'm trying to tell you, right? So try and understand, these things can act in your favor, but they can go against you. And when they go against you, they go heavy. So guys, do not focus a lot on the mocks, which is full length mocks. Topic wise, those sections do chalega. Fine. And this is my suggestion. And trust me, it has helped everybody. My topper, Pranchu 19.95, he did not write more than 15 mocks. Pratyush did not write more than 2 mocks. And even there are so many other students, you will be seeing them very soon. I don't see they have ever written more than 25 or 30 mocks. Because I always say that if you are not very well prepared and if you don't have a strategy, then your mock is going to mock you. So guys, try to understand what I'm trying to tell you. If you have a question, you can put the comment on the video. I will be making a lot of videos on the strategy front. I will be telling you how do you go ahead with your preparation. Trust me, even if you follow my strategy very well and if you follow my videos very well, I can assure you, you will be around about 80-85% in CAT. And for that matter, other exams. You're getting the point. So trust me on these things, right? Understand what I'm trying to tell you. If not subscribed, kindly subscribe to my channel and stay tuned to my channel. So guys, that's it from my side. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.